Good morning, Coolest Coast. It's time for Coffee on the Coast. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this episode of Coffee on the Coast. I'm your host today, Tina Prigge. Delighted to welcome Executive Director of the Manitowoc Public Library, Karin Adams. Hi, Karin.
Hi, good morning. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well, and Happy New Year. And I
Yes, it
understand
is.
it is truly going to be a Happy New Year because the library has a big announcement to share with us.
We are finally fine free. So, yes, new
Woo!
year means no fines on library materials. Checked out from Manitowoc Public Library, and that means we are the same as the other libraries in our system in Manitowoc and Calumet County. So, the other libraries were already fine free. So now
Oh,
we all are.
oh, excellent.
Yeah.
So, okay, what prompted that? Why fine free? I think it sounds good, but
Yeah, it's actually been a movement, right, within public libraries for several decades now. Um, there's been lots of studies over since the 90s, really, of how the concept of fines and charging people overdue fines just for being late really does not motivate the the rate of return of materials, and the it actually discourages people from that fear of collecting so many fines or having to owe a lot of money just because you were late. It has been a discouragement for people to use the public library and have access to those materials. So that has really prompted over the last 20 years of libraries, exploring that, of removing the fines. And now we just hold people accountable for the cost of the materials. Public libraries are really built on sharing materials and the concept of borrowing, right? You're
yeah.
taking you. It's a privilege to be able to uh, borrow materials that you can't afford or don't want to pay that much money just to have in your house. So you get to borrow them and enjoy them, learn new things, learn about other information. But comes with that is you return them, so other people have access to them as well. That's what being part of the public library means. So when you use your library card, you're borrowing materials with the understanding that you're going to return them.
Right, right. You're
So
not
we're not going to
exempt
punish
from
you.
not returning. You're just not paying the
Right.
punishment. Yeah,
Yeah. You just, I mean, it happens. People are late. The due dates come and go, and it's okay as long as you bring them back.
yeah. Oh,
That's all
awesome.
we
And I,
want.
I imagine it simplifies the administration too, right? Otherwise, you had to pay attention to what those due dates were, charging fines, collecting fines, sending out notices. All of that goes away
Yeah.
then.
Um, a little bit, because there's still going to be the people that are so late that on our end it's considered lost, or that you just haven't returned it in so long that now we're going to charge you for them. So there's still administration around it.
Gotcha.
We're just not having to do that on an ongoing basis because of being late.
Yeah. Viewers, please
It's
don't be one
truly
of those
been
people that doesn't return an item. Yeah.
Yeah, it truly is only when you just do not bring the materials back at all. At that point, they're lost, or you've taken them. So you do have to pay for them. Uh,
Right.
but again, even at that point, if you bring them back, you won't have to pay.
That's amazing. And
So
so is
yeah,
this no fines? Is this effective immediately?
it was effective as of January 1st. So yeah, absolutely. At this point, there was some, of course, behind the scenes work that we needed to do. But overnight, and it's continuing, we are wiping out fines. Because of the system and the rules, if you checked things out in November and December and are just now returning them, it might have accumulated some fines, but we're continuing to get rid of those overnight.
Okay, so even if it is material that was checked out in 2025
Yeah,
and overdue, those still apply for the no fines?
absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
A little
amazing.
amnesty there, because that's the new policy and new rule. Yes. And I will mention, of course, that this was built into our budget. So that means that we're not collecting revenue. from fines anymore. So the library board of trustees approved that.
Was there a significant amount collected from fines?
Surprisingly, no.
Oh, okay, okay.
No, it was actually less than 1/100th of our budget. So not even a 100th% of our budget. So it was so small that even though it took up a lot of energy, right, it took up a lot of people's brain space and having to remember and being upset about, having to pay the fines, or that especially DVDs were $1 a day. That can add up really quickly. And yeah, and so just taking that away as a concern for the public, and then also for staff having to, collect those fines at the desk.
Yeah.
We don't have to worry about that anymore.
So nice. And it brings Manitowoc Public Library then up to the practices of the other libraries in the system.
Yes, and the wave across the nation. This is something that many libraries are doing across the United States. Chicago Public Library is fine-free. San Francisco Public Library System is fine-free. So lots of big libraries that collected a lot more in fines were able to do it, and so are we. And I'm very proud of that. I'm glad that that's something that our patrons don't have to worry about anymore. There's lots of other things in life that should be taking up that energy. And of course, again, we just want to emphasize that returning the materials is still important, because we're sharing.
Important.
We're sharing the materials. It's not a store, right? You're not buying these things to keep forever. It's borrowing, and that's what we're here for.
Okay, what happens when you borrow a piece of material that is from another library in the system? Right? Like I know sometimes I'll get a book and it'll say it's borrowed from a different library because of the request that was made. And those still have due dates. Yeah. What happens there? Is it still no fine?
Because we're all fine free. There's no fines. In the past, Manitowoc Public Library was the only library still charging. And Leicester Public Library in Two Rivers, and New Holstein, Chilton, Brillion, and Kiel, they were all fine free. If they borrowed Manitowoc items at their libraries, it was fine free. But if a patron borrowed their items from our library, we were still collecting fines on it. And now we're all fine free.
It sounds so nice, doesn't it?
It does. It really does. Yeah. Again, it's about it was a barrier for people, especially we have noticed, and lots of studies were done on this, about, people that already had other stressors in their life that were preventing them to get things back on time, whether it's your kids, kids, or a sickness, or another life event that happened and made you be late. Then we were adding on a financial punishment on top of that, and it just isn't necessary.
Yeah, and
as long as you're bringing them back, then that's all we need.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Awesome. I love it. I love that the library wants to be a positive force in people's lives, right? Not introducing.
That's why we're here, for sure. We want to provide access to all that information. That's one of our pillars, is to provide that access to anyone. So regardless of, your financial means. Yeah.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Well, Karin, thank you. Is there anything else you want people to know about no fines going forward?
I just want to give a quick plug to the fact that, in addition to being fine free, we are on the verge of opening up our public computers business center that has gone through a renovation. So since, I believe, October, we've been waiting for new machines, new technology, and new furniture in that area, new carpeting. New electrical is getting put in this week, and the furniture was just delivered yesterday. So in just a couple weeks more, we'll be able to open up that new area and serve the public even better. So if you haven't, stop in. If you haven't been here in a while, and maybe the fines were keeping you away, stop in and we can get you updated with a new card and you don't have to worry about those fines anymore. And check out the new business center in just a couple
Awesome.
weeks. Yeah.
So how would you say the new business center differs from the computer access that was available? What improvements or changes have you made?
Yes. So in terms of just all the furniture was original to the building. So going on 30 years now, or about 28 years. So being able to just update that area with a better layout. And we actually have a new staff desk. So there's going to be a person available in that area to help with printing, faxing, computers, photocopying, and the microfilm. So somebody at a designated desk in that area to help with your business needs as well.
Great.
So those are the updates. And
Oh,
we're
and I
really
see what you mean too by business center. So it's not just
yes,
using a computer, but the fact that you can print and that you can fax and
yes,
photocopy. I got it. Okay.
yeah, yeah. And again, just making it more accessible. That staff will be there as well as the new furniture. It's designed to be ADA and wheelchair accessible. So very excited about that. I know.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So that was definitely something that we kept in mind when picking the new furniture to be able to help everybody that comes in. So
That's fantastic.
yeah, you'll have to come
And
look at.
I would love to. And how does it work? Do you need to make a reservation to use a computer there? Can you show up and use one if it's available?
Our computers, you log on with your library card, or at the desk there, you can get a guest pass if you are just visiting or you don't have a library card, especially if you're outside of Manitowoc or Calumet, if you just need to use a computer, we can get you a guest pass, but that's how you sign on to the computers. But otherwise, it's first come, first serve. So, yeah,
Okay.
just come
Oh,
on down.
that's brilliant. I didn't know that you could use it too if you didn't have a library card. Good to know.
Accessible for everyone, right? Yeah.
Awesome. Karin, that's so great. Any other good news to share?
Oh, I think the next part of your segment, good news, we have a winter reading program coming up. So, and of course,
Perfect
later
segue.
this year will be our Great Decisions programming coming up too. So, lots of things to look forward to. And we just are really happy to kick things off this year with no fines.
Yeah, so happy to see you here on this segment, and it's
You as
wonderful.
well.
So definitely, viewers, you want to pay attention to what's happening at the Manitowoc Public Library because it is always new, exciting, and so very, very beneficial. Karin Adams, my guest this morning, the Executive Director of Manitowoc Public Library, but stay tuned because we are going to bring in Olivia Hanf and Betty Schwede so that we can talk about the winter reading program. Karin, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, guys.
All right, let me just change our perspective here a little bit so that we're not smushed on the screen. Okay, so we are carrying on our conversation with Manitowoc Public Library. My guests now are Betty Schwede and Olivia Hanf. Good morning, ladies.
Hi. Good morning.
All right, and you are here to tell us about the kickoff of the winter reading program, January 11th to February 28th. Okay, what do we need to know?
Read and have fun. Get chance to win prizes. Yeah.
Okay, tell us about the prizes.
Adults have raffle baskets, teens have baskets. Kids have some fun. We have games and art supplies and building supplies. Friends of the library have supported the winter reading program, as well as some donations from the Red Apple and Two Rivers, Little Sips here in town, and Ivy Trails. So we've gotten some community support as well as friends of the library, fun prizes. But you get the raffle ticket to win the chance to win those prizes by reading your 10 hours within the 7 weeks of the winter reading program. So it's counting time instead of days or books or anything.
Okay, so the winter reading program launches January 11th.
Sunday.
And then you've got 7 weeks to do the reading, and the reading is just 10 hours total.
Totally.
And that's whether you're reading or if you're being read to. So if you're a little tiny tot and somebody's reading a book to you, that counts.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And it's for all ages. All ages.
Okay. How does somebody participate?
So yeah, if they want to participate, they can either track their reading on Beanstack which is similar to the summer reading program, or they can track it on a paper tracker, we will have paper trackers available at the desks. It's kind of like a coloring page that you can fill out. And once that's completed, you can turn that in and get your raffle ticket.
Okay, awesome. Can you also download the tracker like from the website, or do you have to come in and pick it up?
There is, we have like a link for it. There's manitowoclibrary.beanstack.org, which you can do it. And there is also a app if you want to go to like your app store or Google Play Store that you can download. It's like a teal colored Beanstack app.
Okay. If somebody had a question with getting set up on the Beanstack app, is that something one of the librarians can assist with?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, cool. So there's no reason not to participate. There's no cost to participate. There is a chance to win a fabulous prize, it sounds like. How does that work? If I read for 20 minutes, can I count that? Does it have to be hour-long increments to get to the 10 hours?
No, it can be anything. You could read in 5-minute increments if you wanted to.
Who would do that? No.
Well, I fall asleep as I'm reading, so that sometimes
and listening to an audiobook is okay too, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. So all ages. And how do you register? You register like on the Beanstack app?
Or stop into the library. We can get you the paper tracker if you want to use that, but we will log you in or register you on Beanstack as well. So our tracking is on Beanstack.
Okay.
It is available. You can register now. Reading starts Sunday, but you can register for winter reading now if you'd like.
Oh, so you could register now. You could also pick up the tracker now at the library. Okay, and it starts January 11th. So let's say I've got this great book, like the new Kristen Hanna. If I sit and read all 10 hours in one day, that's also okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep, you did it. I would suggest you go for a walk in the middle or something like that, but yeah.
No, excellent. Okay, and any kind of material is okay to read? There's not prescribed books or a reading list?
No.
Nope. Read whatever you like, whatever trips. If you're looking for something, come on in, pick up a tracker, and we can give you some suggestions, or you can do some browsing. Now with find free opportunities here, if people had finds that were keeping them away from the library, come back in and see what we've got. If you don't have a library card, it is free. Come get a free library card, and you can check out all kinds of materials and try some new things. It doesn't cost anything to take a pile of books home and return them.
Right. A library card gives you access to so much, and even the Libby app. So even if you can't get into the library itself, you can still download books via the Libby app, and it's super convenient.
Yes, which is how I listen to the audiobooks that I've got, which you mentioned the Kristen Hanna book. That's what I'm listening to right now. So.
Oh, which one are you listening to?
The Women.
I really enjoyed that book.
It's good. It's heavy. I think after this, I'm going to have to find some humor or something, but it's very good book.
Yeah, it's powerful and it's really good. And I think kind of important, just the thought of that whole story. I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah. Yes, but a palate cleanser afterwards would be good. Maybe like Lula Dean's Little Free Library.
Yes, that would be a fun one. There's a lot of fun stuff out there.
Olivia, are you currently reading something?
I am. I'm currently reading, it's a young adult book. It's called Wings of Starlight. It's kind of based off of the Pixie Hollow universe from Disney. So it's a lighter read if people are looking for lighter things to read.
Nice.
I'll check in with you, Olivia.
Awesome. Any other recommendations if people are looking for a read?
We always have good picture books and youth fiction too. That's whether you check the new shelves or ask staff. There's always good stuff.
Yeah, the staff picks is a good place to look as well.
Yes, excellent. And if somebody's participating in a book club, all of that reading also goes towards the winter reading program, right?
Absolutely.
What if somebody just enjoys reading the newspaper each day?
Yeah, reading.
Does that count?
It counts.
Cool. Let's see, what else? Magazines?
Graphic novels?
Graphic novels. Okay, awesome. Is there anything that's excluded?
Not really.
I love how inclusive the library is. That's amazing. Anything else you want people to know about the winter reading program?
Come have fun. It's just something fun to add to winter. Can't get outside and do everything right now. So stop by the libraries, check out the new business centers, see some of the things we have, check out the idea box, check out materials to read or listen to, and sign up for winter reading.
Nice. And let's just review. So if you finish the 10 hours of reading and you submit that, you get a raffle ticket. And then you put that raffle ticket in the basket that you're interested in. And then what happens? It must be after the February 28th date that you do the drawings.
Right. We'll give you another week to log your reading or to claim that raffle ticket, get your raffle ticket in. So until March 7th. And then Monday the 9th, we'll draw the winners for the raffles.
Okay. And it's one ticket per reader.
Yep.
And how many chances are there? Like how many people could possibly win? It's like 5, 10?
It's one person per basket, at least for the adult baskets.
And how many adult baskets are there, Olivia?
We're going to have 3 baskets. There's 3 different ones you can pick from.
Okay.
And I think there are 3, and I think 3 teen baskets as well. I've got probably about 10 youth items because it's an item in a book. I'm not putting together whole baskets. I want to see more kids win, even if it's a single item with a book. We'll have more winners.
Yeah, that'll help motivate them too. Great. Awesome. Okay, have you guys already registered to participate?
Absolutely.
You guys rock. Okay, well, what else? Anything else you want to tell viewers about the winter reading program for 2026?
I think that covers it. If you have questions, give us a call or stop by.
Awesome. Okay, viewers, this is your chance to register. You can register starting today. Starts January 11th, concludes February 28th. Chance to win a prize, but the true prize here is allowing yourself the time to read. It only takes 10 hours to participate in this program. I say, let's do it. All right, my guests today, Olivia Hanf and Betty Schwede from Manitowoc Public Library. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm your host, Tina Prigge. We'll see you next time on Coffee on the Coast. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.